Okay, so the super EZA for our boy Broly has dropped, and we now have to go ahead and take a look at how we're going to do this. Basically, just going to make a guide alongside myself doing it here. Shouldn't be too bad, but I know that sometimes super EZAs can be a little bit tricky for newer players, so that's why I want to at least give sort of a frame of reference for you guys to use as we are playing this. So what you guys want to do, go over here to the EZA and then obviously turn the level to super. If you have not cleared this, it's super easy to do LR EZAs. You guys know how it works at this point. The legendary power Link is going to be your best friend, and my game literally crashed right as I loaded it. So that's a great start. Okay, that's great. So I guess what we can do on the side, rather than doing it through there, is figure out what the boost category is going to be for this one. I want to say it's Hybrid Saiyans, but I could be wrong on that. It's been quite a bit since I've played this EZA. Haven't grinded this one for Zenny. But AGL characters, you guys know the drill at this point. Basically, just AGL LR should be the ticket for you. And if we find our boy Broly here on the side, we should be good to go. Where are you at, my boy? Where are you at? Why can't I find you? Here we go. So the boost category, like I said, is Hybrid Saiyans. So that's good for a lot of players, I'm sure. Hopefully my game doesn't crash again this time. There we go. Perfectly fine. And so if we were to go into here, you guys can see this is my festival team and not the one we need to use. But if we go over to the Hybrid Saiyans category, we can at least take a look at it and see if it's going to work. But the AGL Hybrid Saiyans right now are not the best. But I think what you could potentially do with this team is use the Mighty Mask Super EZA, because if you guys don't know, LR EZAs also hit much harder in this event. So if you're going to use like AGL Super Saiyan Gohan or something like that, you could use Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the BoJack movie and all of that fun stuff. I think that could potentially work for you. This is where you're really going to be able to benefit from using something like the Gohan, Goten, and Trunks LR, which unfortunately your boy does not have on this account in specific. So I think what I would do personally is probably just run like a mono AGL LR team, something like this, right? So if you were to go pure Saiyan / Fused Fighters, I would do something like this. UI Goku will be good in here because of the damage that he's putting out and stuff like that. I think that this setup would work out pretty well. But who else could we bring here? Let's use... UI Goku in here is going to be a cheat code, especially just because of the fact that he's up against type advantage enemies, got the guaranteed dodge. I think that could end up working out pretty well for you as well. Then we're going to bring, I'm kind of struggling on who I want to bring here, but let's do, we'll bring Tech Vegito as well. And last but not least, we'll bring, let's bring the LR Gods, I guess, for their damage reduction. This team should work out just fine. Again, we have type advantage basically everywhere, and we should be able to do it just fine. But again, if you do want to do the Hybrid Saiyan setup as well with LRs, I think that could work. But again, I don't have the main LR that you're looking for with our boy Trunks, Goten, and Gohan. I said that in reverse alphabetical order. That's not good. So... yeah, if you have UI Goku on turn 1, he should be able to take care of this just fine. This is my first time playing the event here, so we'll see. And having Saiyan Roar linked up for Super Saiyan 4 Goku will also be nice. Depends on how much HP he has in the super level. I don't know if they've added this yet here with the super level. If we were to go into here, right, is this the super difficulty here? Yeah, this should be. EZA stats are usually tricky to figure out, but 61 million barely did anything right there. So that's probably your telltale. And what we're also going to have to do, I'm just seeing this now, we have to use 3 Entrusted Will characters to get some of the missions done. So if we go into the Entrusted Will category, let's see where that's at. We go over here. We go over here. Entrusted Will, where are you at? So UI Goku is going to be fulfilling that condition. Then we have Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then what we would need to do... okay, so next run, what we'll do is we'll sub out somebody that we don't really need, and we'll put an Entrusted Will character there, and we'll be able to take care of that. And oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is probably who you want to run in here. That was a lot of damage. Okay, good to know. Yeah, just do that. Okay, so we managed to get the 4 minutes and 50-second clear. Very easy. I'll show those missions really quick. We go over here, and we look at the missions, right? You've got, let's see. Yeah. I get it. So the first one that we got right here, this was for the timer condition, and then the other two are going to be for clearing, I believe, a certain amount of times, as well as the so we need to have 3 Extreme Z Awaken characters, 3 Entrusted Will characters, and then we need to clear within 4 minutes and 50 seconds. So with Entrusted Will, we've already taken out 2 of those characters with Entrusted Will, so we just need to take out 1 more, and then we need to bring some LR EZAs. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take out Tech Vegito, and then we're going to put somebody else that's on Entrusted Will, as well as an EZA LR. So if we go to Entrusted Will, let's see, who do we got? Namek Goku is going to be our best option here for Pure Saiyans and stuff like that. He'll just fit the team build a little bit better than anybody else, I think, and this will work out just fine. So now that we have this set up right here, we're good to go. And we definitely want to have that Saiyan Roar combination that we had last rotation. And this is going to be free and easy for you to get done. Now, unfortunately, we did not get that, but we are going to be able to hide Namek Goku right here, so that works out pretty well for us. Put him in slot 1, let him do his thing. Not really worried about him doing damage. He's just here to fulfill our mission conditions, and then we could go back to something else. So if we just follow this process and play this one, I believe it is, we're going to need 30 of these bad boys to EZA BROLY. You should be good to go, and that should not take long whatsoever. You guys can see I'm already, 6 minutes into this recording, and we have basically everything we need set up, and now we just got to rinse and repeat until we have it done. Thankfully, this is not going to be a 10-stage run or anything like that, and we should be good to go. So what do we got here? 23 mil. Yeah, I guess that's not bad. BROLY does get a buff against extreme class enemy, or Namek Goku gets a buff against extreme class enemies, so that's always good. But what else do we got in here? Boom, 33. Yeah, so that's not bad. And then on the next turn as well, we're also going to have the setup that we're looking for with Super Saiyan 3 Goku as well as Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. So maybe, I'm just trying to think of like what the fastest way to do the damage would be. Probably like GT Heroes I wouldn't do because there's just too many bad characters on that setup. Like when you're trying to keep Legendary Power active, like there's really no reason to be running a team like that. But I think this one would work out just fine. I mean, you guys can see like Super Saiyan Vegeta, yeah, he's at the rainbow level, but like 39 million damage is still pretty damn good. And this isn't even like an optimal setup for him or anything like that. Like linked up with UI Goku is not his ideal linking partner. So 41 million right there. Still real good damage, and then you just toss G4 in slot 1. Maybe he counters the super, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I clicked the wrong orb there. We'll just let it rock. I'm all over the place. But if we can we see what his super is? What type of super does he have? Because Gogeta 4, for whatever reason, they decided he had to be a he could only counter blast supers for some reason. Where's our boy BROLY? Movie bosses. Here you are. What do you got for me there, bud? Oh, we did some good damage there. Okay, cool. BROLY. Here we go. He has a... Yeah, so his 18 key is a blast-based super. So if he does the 18 key, in theory, Gogeta 4 can counter it. And that might just one-shot him. I'm not sure. But now we have all the missions done. So if we go over here, we did 2 runs. All 3 of the missions are done. The timing one on this one is extremely easy. You guys can see that did not take long whatsoever. Now if we go into here, boom, there we go. 15 of these. So now we are up to, 21? And then we just have to play it 3 more times. That should be relatively easy. And then we should be able to get this done all free and easy. I kind of want to test something. What if we were to take off... Now we can take Namek Goku off the team. What if we tried Mighty Mask? Because that's a fused fighter, and I bet you he would hit pretty hard in here. Then we could also take off the LR Gods. And then for like a Link sort of setup here, let's bring Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And this way we have like a mono AGL setup here. And that way we're just going to always have our type advantage. We're going to have our characters linked up properly. We're going to have GT. We're going to have Saiyan Roar most of the time. And I think that should make our lives a little bit easier. So you guys are going to see here, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta in slot 1. If BROLY wants to do his 18 key, he can go ahead and do that. And that will give us a super counter. And if he wants to do that, especially after Gogeta supers, that's going to be night-night for our pal here. So now everything is set up properly. We're going to be able to rinse and repeat this. It should take, like a minute and a half a run, and then you'll be done before you know it. Now we have that extra defense. Doesn't really matter. Nice to always have, but you don't really need it in an event like this. And 37 mil, he's only at 55% on this account, so not going to be hitting as hard as you'd like him to, but should be enough, right? How much damage is this going to do? Is this just max damage? Yeah, so it does like 1/4 of his HP right there. Is that enough? I don't know. I'm asking for a friend. All right, let's see. Yeah, so 95 mil on like a 27 million attack stat's kind of crazy. But that's just like the boost that you have here. So you don't even need to worry about the boost category, really. That's why I always say that LR EZAs are like one of the best ways to get stones, especially for newer players, if you have like a team that's full of characters that you've summoned for on a banner, because of the fact that the legendary power link is all that really matters. The boost category is nice, but it's by no means required. And the fact that these are taking us about a minute, even on the super difficulty for these EZAs, they're extremely, extremely fast and efficient for you to be able to grind up your stones. So definitely something you need to be taking care of. And especially when this character is so important to a team like Movie Bosses, to a team like Exploding Rage. We don't need to talk about the sub EZA. I don't really know what they were thinking there, but it is what it is. But with this setup in specific, we're going to be good to go. And now the like Movie Bosses is actually starting to get some significant buffs. We could be seeing that team being somewhat relevant. This was a big one, though. I was waiting for this EZA in specific before I was going to start doing like my best teams videos and stuff like that, just because I wanted to see how it worked in theory. But now we can start taking a look at the Exploding Rage category. We can start taking a look at the Movie Bosses one a little bit more in depth, because we're starting to get the pieces that we actually need, right? AGL Golden Freeze has gotten his EZA, STR BROLY's gotten his super EZA. Like, things are starting to piece together, and we actually have like a real team on our hands. So that's exactly what we are looking for, and this is good, right? Like, this is what the team needs. Looking at this BROLY in specific on his super EZA, I guess we could talk about that now. We have a decent bit of stuff going here. I like his early onset damage reduction. I think for short form content, this is really where this guy is going to be flourishing. But the problem is, a lot of people, I feel like, at least from my comments, they're very like focused on the Festival of Battles right now in terms of like, I can't clear this event and I'm struggling with this event, I'm struggling with that. And with the Festival of Battles, this character is not really going to be doing anything in there. So that's already sort of a problem. Just for the fact that I feel like a lot of players that are struggling with that, this is just not going to be something beneficiary for them. So if we look at what banners this unit is featured on, I'm kind of yapping here, right? Oh my God, hello, 200k per normal. Stop it. Okay, maybe take that Goku off the team. Don't run him. But what's it called? He I believe he is. I'd have to see if he's available with like coins or anything like that right now, but I don't think this is a unit that, especially if you don't have him like at 55%, you don't need to be picking this character up with coins or anything like that. Potentially, like, if in the future he's available with like a purple stone or a rainbow stone, that's probably where you'd want to pick him up. And then he's also featured on the BROLY banner right now. So if you've been summoning on that BROLY banner, there's probably a decent chance you've pulled him already. But if not, you don't really need to worry. So this will be the last run here. We can get him super easy 8, and that took all of about 13 minutes with technical difficulties. Obviously, you guys saw that, my game decided to be funny and crash. So that's always fun. I guess we'll take that Goku off the team. I wasn't really impressed by his damage. I wasn't enthralled, if you will, with what his performance was right there. So we'll just toss like Go Tanks on the team, get some high damage reduction, all that fun stuff. And then we should be good to go, and we can call it a video. So looking here, again, 15 minutes of your time, definitely not bad. We've seen much, much worse, right? We were just talking about the Festival of Battles. That's a good 2.5 to 3 hours of your time. Most of that's just spent resetting towards the end, but you guys know how it is. I can't mimic this, but there's actually a strategy going around right now where people are clearing the Festival of Battles in under an hour. But it is a very specific setup that is very, excuse me, very hard to pull off. So you probably shouldn't be worrying about that right now. I'm sure most people are just trying to clear. But if you have that BROLY rainbowed for some reason, you can go ahead and try it. I'm not doing a guide on that because I'm not going to be able to get it done. I'd have to play on the private server and do all kinds of crazy stuff. Not really worth the time that it would be worth. So this is how you're going to be able to get this done. We'll finish out this run here, and then we'll be all set to go. And we'll go ahead and EZA the super EZA the BROLY while we're here. So let me know down below what teams you guys are using. Are you struggling with this? It does seem like it's pretty easy, so I wouldn't be fretting about it too much. A lot of people probably aren't even going to search this, but I'll just go ahead and make me playing this content, right? Why not? We might as well just finish this on camera and make it a video. That's something I got to start doing more, right? A lot of stuff these days I just haven't been uploading, and this is just something I can upload, so I might as well. Next turn, we have Go Tanks, we have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta will take care of this for us pretty easy. Being able to take care of that will be nice. But what do you got for me here? Yeah, 23 mil on like an 8 mil attack stat. It is all about that legendary power link. It's actually kind of crazy. Like, TUR EZAs are such a pain compared to this. Like, we got to get rid of the 30 stage EZAs, man. I don't know why we're still doing those. I guess playtime just matters to them. That would be my only verdict, that they just like, they need, like, if players play, spending more time on the game is better for them. So they're like, hey, let's do a 30-stage EZA that takes 45 freaking minutes. And good luck if you don't have the boost categories. You started yesterday? Well, that sucks for you, pal. Don't re-roll or something like that. I guess that's what they're going for. So there we have it. Gogeta 4 should take care of this for us. What do you got for me there, pal? Little max damage. Oh, he didn't crit. You fraud. Okay. So if we go here, nice. So now that's all done, and we can go ahead over here and do this. Go over to Awaken, stream STR, and boom, there we go. The Super EZA for Broly is all done. The summonable LR with the border here, like, I think the STR, this is like kind of random, but the STR border I think might be my favorite for Super EZAs. That does look pretty clean. So there we have it. Let me know down below. Do you guys have this character? All that fun stuff in the comment section. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you were new. Big shouts outs to all my members on the YouTube side of things. Nubius, Malcolm, Driftix, Devontae Little, Jr., Sean C., Preston Kitty, Blue Sun, Tekka, Chunkster, Soldier 91, Not Dem 1, Wesley, Brian V, Van, and Raudokun. So thank you guys all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you all in the next one.